Hey, and I'm back once again. Who is it? It's the freaking uncle, y'all. You ain't doing nothing but watching another episode of TUBARS.
Welcome to TUBARS by Uncle Briss. Album reviews, ain't nothing ill as this. Putting on for the tri-state, my state, home of Philly, even the West Coast they feeling. They shared in Compton, Detroit they watching. Subscribe to the channel, they ain't even an option. International grinding, like it a comment. Ain't no acting Hollywood, he holler back in the comments. Putting out whack music is risky. Peanut butter artists get the skip piece. If you nice, then he rate you on a family scale. Underground to mainstream, he mix it well. Some reviews are so opinionated. On keep it real, like it or hate it. But how can you hate it? It's next to greatness. At Uncle Briss 30, do me that favor. Follow that, promise he'll follow back. Realest thing to hit the internet, haters swallow that.
Come on, man. I don't care how much beef this boy got with some balls in my city. I still respect and love the grind that my man The Game is putting in. And he recently released this new album called 1992. I definitely got to tell y'all what I think about that. And Cali has been working real hard, y'all. Okay, it's this boy from Inglewood, California. Nice R&B boy. His name is Sir, and he has a really nice little EP out called Her. And it's a nice follow-up. His LP was called 7 Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. Really nice piece of work. If you're looking for some good R&B music, which is so hard to find, as I always say, you definitely want to grab that. Then another Cali representative, a Compton representative also, my man Boogie. He got Thirst 48 Part 2 that he just released. Really nice concept album. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. If you're looking for another nice MC with some wordplay and got something to say, my man Derek Minor, he just released Reflection. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. And another ball that I found out from my boy Reese, it's this ball named Vinny with the Swag, and he got this nice album out called Vision, Intelligence, and Consciousness. I'm telling you, if you're looking for some original production and some nice dope lyrics, you definitely don't want to miss out on this particular album. He got this crazy track called Water that just had me zoned out. So please grab that by my man Vinny with the Swag. Then we got Kalen White, another Cali representative, another nice R&B dude. He got this nice album. Well, actually, I think it's an 8-song EP called Chapter 21. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. If you like, people like Drake, you would enjoy that. Plus, he got like some little Jamaican type feels on there too. That for the people who like to dance, you would like that. Then, of course, if you want a good laugh, come on, man. My man from my hometown, Kevin Hart. I guess this is hip hop, but what is he? AKA Chocolate Drop. I know y'all done seen him spitting crazy freestyle bars and battling people everywhere. He got this What Now, and it got some comical songs on here, comical interludes. Please support my man. He is working so hard. Shout out to Kevin Hart for just paving the way for a lot of Philly people too. And once again, working hard out of California. This man released the album earlier this year, Malibu. My man Anderson Pop teamed up with the boy Knowledge, and they have this little duo group together called No Worries, and they have this beautiful body of work called Yes Lord. And I'm telling you, if you do not download this, then you're going to be missing out on something artistic and great. It's this sexy track, I guess I could call it sexy without saying pause, called Like This on here. And if you throw this on with your lady, you guaranteed to have a great night, fellas. That's all I'm going to say. And it's another ball that I seen like a live performance from this ball, He got bars, and yes, he's from my hometown, and I'm talking about my man, One Take Dave. One Take Dave got this really, really dope project that he released this past week called Take Two. And I'm going to tell you, if you're looking for something that's original out here in hip-hop, this boy got his own style. A lot of these Philly dudes be trying to sound like other people, you know, other coasts. This boy is straight original. His production is original. He's in his own lane, and you better start riding down the lane with him because he's going to be leaving y'all. He got this track called Wild and Ignorant. I'm telling you, this joint gets you hyped. It's like trap music mixed with substance. It's such a dope track. What's another track that I was digging on my ride? It's a track called Dream Life. It has like a nice concept about wanting to get with a girl that he's feeling, and there's some things like trying to get in the way of that. The production is dope. It's original. I'm telling you, you definitely don't want to miss out on Take Two by my man, One Take Dave. And I'll be back after these messages.
You already know what time it is. CG. I suggest you turn my music up a notch.
Militant and malicious, you know P don't play. Demolish the whole block when that AK spray. Now your boys is picking sides like Carlito's way. These bags is full of chips, but ain't no Frito-Lay. Like a diamond under pressure, I shine bright. Value my treasure, my boys is down for whatever. They stone cold killers, peeling bananas with gorillas. Put your armor on if you niggas really rockin' with us. I ain't playing with you, I'm serious. I'm on the highest stone on the pyramid, so you should fear the kid. And everything that I'm spitting is so ridiculous. The flow bubonic bars congruent, I'll come magnificent. I'm on some different. If you don't understand or comprehend, you're unintelligent, blatantly ignorant. Okay, you niggas are suckers, and I'm okay with it. I was stealing money at 7, I had no innocence, and I ain't making a move on nothing if it no benefit. I stayed up late night in the kitchen just cooking shrimp, seafood platter, fish fry, bring out the batter. I'm just climbing up the ladder, no worries, it doesn't matter. I'm all about my paper, bank rolls is getting better. My mind scrambled, thoughts have been scattered. I make it happen, just label me the captain. I'm the queen of this rap. Yeah, you other misses to spit and can disappear. My lala got me higher than the lid. I suggest you bow down when you see this queen appear. And I took a little break, yeah, I gave myself a year. Now I'm back on the scene like I never disappeared. I murder listen clear. I hand them the rope and then I kick away the chair. And when I grab the mic, you spit it, start looking scared. And confidence, I was born when it's all walk around with no fear.
Hey, and I'm back once again. This is the second segment of TUBARS, the Uncle Brisson Review Show. And I told y'all I haven't done one of these in a long time. But being as though we're talking about Compton, I definitely had to go back, and I'm going to do an old school pick for y'all this week. And it's a lot of people that came out of Compton back in the day, but it's somebody who always gets overlooked. And this boy was so good, you probably never heard of him. Real hip-hop heads have heard of him, and I'm talking about my man Little Nation, aka CPO, which stood for Capital Punishment Organization. Now, when NWA started to kind of split up, this boy actually was founded by the great MC Ren, and MC Ren did a lot of production on this particular album, and the album is called To Hell in Black. And when I tell you, this is an old school album that was way before its time. He had tracks on there like of course, it began with this track called Ballad of a Menace, which was so dope. He had CPOsis, which was just up-tempo type of fast track with scratching and mixing in it. It was just crazy. And a really nice, conscious track called The Wall. This guy, he was like reminiscent of like Public Enemy, like Chuck D. He has something to say, and it just is a really great body of work that I thought was ahead of its time. My man CPO, he never released another album after that, and it's just one of them things where you wonder what happened and why he never came back out. But that's my old school pick. Please grab CPO, To Hell in Black. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. And I'll be back after these messages.
never really a fan. I move like a mobster, my amigos got moves in Japan. I told them I got them, this private but public and broke. Now the options start speaking that real when you changing the topic. Go get it, I got it, my chick be the loudest, my click is the trillest, the streets gon' fill us. Hey, I'ma get what I work hard for. Bass knocking out your car door, send them haters back to the drawing board. I don't pop Molly or rock time for, but it's time for us. This game's ours, the best by far. I've been on my grind, y'all done crossed the line. Y'all must have mastered the concept of really just wasting niggas' time. Y'all must have mastered the concept of really just changing like seasons. Got the city poppin', homie, and I be the reason. Ain't nobody triller than me. Ain't nobody triller than me. Give them something they can relate to. Supposed to change the world, don't let them change you. What's your definition of heaven? Cause young niggas dying out here every second. Divide and conquer, hope you learned your lesson. Living in depression, hope you get the message. I just follow my soul, nigga. Worth much more than gold, nigga. Getting at the paper to avoid the madness. Just to play the game, you had to lose your blackness. What's the determining factor? Either you keep it real or you turn an actor. Had to stay low key and get bread up. All my niggas locked down, keep your head up. Open up a book, that's what they scared of. Never know our next move, that's why they fear us. Last time I checked, man, all y'all frontin'. Niggas out here acting like arms something. I'm the holy one, I'm the only one. This that guy flow, I'm the chosen one. Just face it, time to take it back to the basics. Whoever wanna test the guy, better ace it. Going places, fresh nights, loosen the laces. Not caught up in the matrix, sound mind running these tracks like A6. Open your mind as I peek in. Staring at the game, feeling sarcastic. Look at them, still sleeping. You're never ready, forever heavy. Running from January to January.
Hey, and I'm back. And if you don't know what you're watching by now, then something's just wrong with you. Welcome to the third segment of You Guess What You Watching. How about that? And of course, I don't care how much beef this boy has with the rappers from my city. All I do is focus on the music. And my man, The Game, is back with 1992. And I'm gonna tell you, this guy, I gotta give him some credit this go round. He's been working hard, and there's not a lot of, he always throws a lot. He do a lot of name dropping, and he always gotta try to, fit some other people into his stuff. All of these features, but this is mainly The Game, and I gotta tell y'all, it's a nice body of work. So I'ma hop right in. It begins with a track called Savage Life. Now, this album is centered around 1992, the riots, the Rodney King riots. It has a nice concept to it, and I really appreciate it because I can remember back that far. Hopefully I'm not telling y'all how old I am. But this track, Savage Lifestyle, it's a nice wake-up call, to today's youth. And also, the reminiscence of what happened back then with police brutality and how, we need to stick together in our community. So, a nice way to begin this album, gang. Then we get into True Colors, which it has a nice interlude at the beginning about, it's a guy, asking another guy what side does he choose? Does he choose blue? Does he choose red? And, the only color that's left out of the American flag is white. And then it goes into a nice sample from the Ice-T track, Colors, which this is a nice, I want to say it's a nice message that I hear, The Game just trying to get across on just us killing each other, and it goes through a nice story of how, the gangs of that time kind of separated his family. He was like stuck in the middle of one family member choosing the Bloods, the other family member choosing the Crips, and how, you know, that has some effect on his life. I really, really enjoyed the concept around that particular track. Shout out the Game for that. Then we get into none other than Bonnie. And this has a great sample from the DOC, Compton. And if you know anything about Compton hip-hop history, you know that track. Bananas, Dre did the thing on that, and I really, really love that track. That's all I'm going to say. If you don't listen to that, something is wrong with you. Then we got F Orange Juice, and this track it's a short track. It talks a little bit about O.J. Simpson. He got these metaphors in there talking about O.J., how he's not respected by anybody, white people or, us sometimes. And he got a lot of references dissing Trump, so I really, really enjoy that track. Then we get into You Got the Juice Now, Baby. Yeah, I just sung that to you. This melody is so smooth. I love the chorus. My man just talks about a lot of things that, got him respect in the rap game. He talks about, leaving G-Unit, how his albums went like 5 times platinum. He talks his relationship with Dre and all of the things that, kind of gave my man Game the juice. That's probably my favorite track on this album. Shout out to Game. I love that freaking chorus. Then we get into Young Niggas, and this is a nice message. Another dope story, that goes through the early life of Game, and how, his family took one of his friends in, and then as they got older, his friend chose a rival gang, and he chose the other gang, and they get into like a little altercation, and it has a nice, I won't say a nice, but it has a surprise ending at the end. You definitely don't want to miss out on that track. That was so dope and creative by my man Game. Then we get into the soundtrack, which I can probably agree, years back, Chronic was the soundtrack for every hood, not just in Compton. And it's just a Chronic influenced track. It goes through, what happens in Compton. I love the vocals on this also. The melody and the chorus is real catchy. I really, really dig that track. Then we got I Grew Up on Wu-Tang, and so did I. Another sample from Raekwon. It takes you back into the life of Game, the stuff that influenced him at that time, if you want to go back to 92 or whatever, the stuff that when Wu-Tang was making great music, not that they're not now, but when they were back making that music that influenced us. It's a really, really nice track, and Game pays homage to that. Then we got However Do You Want It, that Soul to Soul sample that we all loved. That was classic. It was an R&B track back in the day, but it still had a really, really dope beat, and the Game used this. And it's just a call out to those that's coming at the game right now. It's a nice warning track, so I really, really love that track. However Do You Want It, you know what I mean? Then we got Baby. Baby is not one of my favorites on this particular album. So I kind of skimmed through that. I ain't gonna say I skipped it, but when I go back and I listen to it for the second time, I ain't even gonna lie. Skippies. Then we get into What Your Life Like, and I love this track also. It just goes through the music history of the Game. For those who don't know, it talks a little bit about his beefs, his signings, his collaborations, and so forth. So I really, really dug that track. Then we get into the track that, people probably gonna get upset with me for digging, but so what? I don't care. It's good music, and I'm talking about 92 Bars. I love Meek Mill, yes, but we all know a month ago, when this joint came out, everybody was blazing it. It was blazing the internet, and the Game, Meek Mill. You can say who you thought won. I don't care, but I really, really dig that track too. Then we get into All Eyes featuring Jeremiah. I could tell you this was such a bad way to end the album. The album was going so well, but this last track, unfortunately, Jeremiah is just horrible to me. And I cannot listen to that particular track. So I'm gonna rate this. I'm gonna get off of y'all nerves. When it comes to 1992, besides those two tracks, this is a solid piece of work. I really enjoy the creativity. I really enjoy the concept behind the album. I definitely had to call.
Used to want it all, now I got it. Don't pity me, you see these bank rolls in my pocket. I just ordered a bell of exotic, no dance. When I slide through Millie Rock and faded top, all black on, she digging pop. I walk with a pride of a shooter and wear it proudly. On the phone with the plug, making life choices. I'm trying to cop the Royces, young and pick your poison. I'm getting sick and all the tired of this nonsense. All these so-called shooters never drop. I'm about to take them where I'm from, where we bomb. I tell you where I live is Vietnam. If you ain't from around, please don't come around. My youngest, they are greasy, they'll gun you down. Loud on deck, on deck. Them old niggas who had it, yeah, they upset. I'm on the plane with Smitty making power moves. He be jugging and finessing, making powder moves. My other man can't say his name, but play with power tools. He'll do anybody that I tell him to.
My first cousin on this one.